was taking it for maintenance, all the while reminding me multiple times that my rent is past due. He said he's not sure when the door would. Can my landlord remove my front door? Recently, my rent became overdue, and I'm approximately 2.5 weeks behind on payments. During this time, my landlord unexpectedly showed up at my apartment and removed my front door. He cited that the removal was for maintenance purposes, continuously bringing up the topic of my late rent while he did so. He couldn't provide me with an estimated time frame for when the door would be returned. Now, my apartment's front door is left wide open, allowing anyone walking through the hallway to peer into my home and enter it freely. I reside in Ohio, which raises concerns about my landlord's actions. Are there any steps I can take to address this issue? TLDR, landlord removed door due to overdue rent in Ohio, and I'm unsure of the door's return time. Can I take any action? Update: since the initial posting, the landlord has returned the door with a notice indicating that I need to make up for the cost of the door's removal. I would appreciate any advice on this development. Edit: I would like to emphasize that this situation involves a landlord who is taking a door from an occupied residence as a form of rent collection. This raises concerns about the landlord's right to do so. I don't know about you guys, but 2020 has been pretty good for me. All the lockdown from pandemic gave me opportunity to stop drinking so much and going out. I started school back up to get my BS, found a new job that's a promotion that comes with more money, recently became a US citizen. As for me, 2020 has been an exceptionally rewarding year so far. The unprecedented lockdowns due to the pandemic unexpectedly allowed me to reevaluate my habits and make positive changes. One area I've been focusing on is reducing my social drinking and going out, which has had a profoundly beneficial impact on my well-being. I also made significant progress in my academic journey by enrolling in a program to complete my Bachelor of Science degree. Professionally, I secured a new position that's a step up from my previous role, with a substantial increase in pay. In addition, I achieved another milestone by becoming a US citizen. The best part is that I'm moving to a fantastic new townhouse, which boasts a long-desired feature, a garage. Yes, it may seem trivial to some, but it's a source of immense joy for me. On the sporting front, I've made remarkable strides in improving my golf game. Amidst all the negativity surrounding 2020, I'm feeling incredibly optimistic and grateful for the many opportunities I've had to grow and flourish. Wishing you a fantastic day, everyone. I did it, I did it. I fucking did it. I graduated high school today. I never thought I'd be here. In 5th grade, I started having suicidal thoughts. I thought I'd never hit 18 or graduate, and I've fucking done both. Little middle school me, you did it. I'm so proud of why. I made it, I made it. I finally did it. I've officially graduated high school today. It's hard to put into words how far I've come, especially considering where I was just a few years ago. I used to struggle with dark thoughts when I was in 5th grade. I never thought I'd make it to 18, let alone graduate from high school, but here I am. I'm incredibly proud of myself for pushing through the tough times. Edit: I wanted to express my gratitude to everyone who has supported me on this journey. Your kindness and understanding mean the world to me, and I'm grateful for the outpouring of love and encouragement. To anyone who may be going through similar struggles, I want you to know that I believe in you, and I'm here to support you as well. Thank you again to everyone who has been a part of this journey. Company won't let us take home tools. We didn't check in when we started working here. I checked in, no tools. What should I do? The company I work for is shutting down its plant in a little over a month. I am an electrician and I had to provide personal tools. We are now being confiscation of personal tools raises concerns amidst plant closure. I'm facing an issue with my employer, who plans to close its plant in about a month. As an electrician, I was required to bring my personal tools to work and had been accumulating a comprehensive set over time. However, my company has now informed us that any tools not checked in when we started working will be retained by the company, which poses a significant problem for me. The reason being that I never checked in any of my personal tools in the first place. To make matters worse, I was never given the option to check in my tools when I first began working, and the company had also purchased replacement tools for me over the years. This unexpected development is causing me concern about the fate of my equipment. TLDR: I'm facing issues with my employer taking my personal tools due to a new policy, which affects my comprehensive tool set that I never checked in. Edit: this situation has caused me distress and I am unsure of what to do. Update: this problem seems to be a result of the company's recent decision to close the plant, which has led to the introduction of this new policy. Someone paid me a lot of money, then never picked up the thing they paid for. I own a ranch property. About 2 years ago I sold horse stalls to someone over Facebook for $14,000. I contacted them multiple times via Facebook to pick up their items and they never did. They left. I've recently encountered a puzzling situation with a large payment that has yet to be redeemed. Approximately 2 years ago, I sold horse stalls from my ranch property to a buyer who had found me through Facebook for the sum of $14,000. Despite reaching out to the individual on multiple occasions via the social media platform, they have remained unresponsive and appear to be intentionally avoiding my messages. The peculiarity of this situation lies in the fact that the buyer had managed to cash the check, effectively utilizing the funds for their own purposes. I am now left to ponder whether I need to provide formal notice before attempting to sell the horse stalls to someone else, and if so, what the process for doing so would entail. Car dealership replied to my bad review by doxing my address. I left a 1-star Google review for the car dealership I bought my vehicle from. They replied by calling my review fake and dropping my full address. I also received a message on Facebook an hour after leaving the a car dealership's aggressive response to a negative review. Recently, I posted a 1-star review for a car dealership I had purchased a vehicle from on Google. In response, they publicly questioned the authenticity of my review and shared my full home address. Shortly after, I received a mysterious message on Facebook from an individual I had never interacted with before, stating, "I'm coming to see you." I believe this message was intended to be intimidating, and I'm at a loss for how to proceed. If you have any insight or advice, please share. Edit. I should clarify that this occurred in New York, and I'm concerned about the potential repercussions of this situation. Update. I will continue to update this post as necessary. TLDR. A car dealership responded to my 1-star review by doxing my address and I received a threatening message on Facebook. I'm looking for advice on how to proceed in New York. Secret decaf. I worked for a company with an owner who let her daughter get away with anything. The daughter was my manager and she would shriek at me so loud you could hear it from the parking lot. That's not an exaggeration. People would come in and ask what M was mad about. A hidden brew. I worked for a company with an owner who seemed to spoil her child rotten, treating her to get away with nearly anything. This daughter of hers held a managerial position over me and frequently let loose with ear-piercing outbursts. Her tantrums were so loud that they could be heard from a distance, even from the parking lot. It got to the point where new arrivals would ask what was bothering M as they locked their cars, the noise being so audible. However, beneath her fiery temper, M had a softer side. She had one distinct coffee craving, a large, sugar-free vanilla latte made with soy milk. Whenever I'd order it, I'd discreetly request the barista to make it decaf, without marking it as such. This way, I could get her a special, secret decaf drink that she enjoyed in private. Edit. The original story revolves around the dynamic between the narrator and their manager, with an interesting twist on the manager's coffee preferences. The funny thing is, when you don't let people disrespect you, they start calling you difficult. Quote by Tom Hardy. This speaks a lot to me and I am sure to a lot of people who were raised by narcissists. I can think of a lot of moments where my NM would make me feel as if There's an interesting dynamic at play when you refuse to tolerate disrespect from others. It seems that those individuals often retaliate by labeling you as being difficult to work with. This phenomenon resonates deeply with me, and I suspect it's a common experience for many who were raised by narcissistic parents. I can recall several instances where my own narcissistic mother would portray me as stubborn or uncooperative, all because I refused to comply with her expectations or stood up for myself. In reality, I never was the person she described, a demanding, self-centered individual. Instead, I was simply standing up for myself and asserting my right to be treated with respect. It's a pattern that has continued to this day, with her consistently disrespecting me and my boundaries. Edit. The quote by Tom Hardy suggests that a person's perception of someone as difficult often stems from their own inability to respect that person's boundaries or feelings. Update. TLDR. Refusing to tolerate disrespect from others can lead to accusations of being difficult, especially in situations where narcissistic individuals are involved. I think my wife will divorce me. My wife, 35, and I, 36, attended marriage counseling to agree to have a baby. Now we have a beautiful, awesome, 9-month-old baby boy and she wants another baby. I can't do it again. I never contemplated suicide before I had my son. We can't. I fear my marriage is on the brink of collapse as we navigate the challenges of parenthood. My wife, 35, and I, 36, have come to realize that our decision to start a family was a joint one, made during marriage counseling. Now, with our lovely 9-month-old baby boy by our side, my wife is expressing a desire to expand our family further. However, I'm at a crossroads, and I'm struggling to reconcile my own desires with the practicalities of our situation. The financial burden of childcare for 2 young children is a daunting prospect, and I'm not sure I'm emotionally prepared to undertake the responsibilities that come with raising another child. I'm aware that this may be a difficult conversation to have with my wife, and I'm dreading the possibility that she may feel I'm no longer supportive of our shared goals. If, in her eyes, my decision reflects a lack of commitment to our family, I fear it may ultimately lead to her seeking a different path, one that may not include me. Ultimately, my greatest wish is for my wife's happiness, even if that means it's not with me. I'm trying to come to terms with the possibility that our marriage may not be able to withstand this challenge. I am just so lucky. Honestly, I have probably had a wonderful life. Ever since I was a child, I just remember jumping out of bed and being so happy and excited to be awake and looking forward to seeing my parents and Anitic iPadding the day. And I turned 27 2 days ago, and it's truly been a blessing. My life has been filled with joy, and I feel grateful for every moment. From a young age, I've always woken up with a spring in my step, eager to face the day ahead. The thought of spending time with my loved ones brought me immense happiness. Even at 27, that enthusiasm still drives me. My boyfriend often teases me about my early rising habits, as he prefers to sleep in, but I just can't help it. I'm always excited to begin a new day. I cherish my family, find fulfillment in my work, and appreciate the home I live in. I'm surrounded by things that bring me joy, and I feel loved by everyone around me. Caught my girlfriend on camera, and it made me love her more. We have the Ring doorbell, and yesterday on the camera I saw my girlfriend walking up to our place. But she saw a stray cat sleeping literally right in front of the front door. She paused for a second and then she turned. A tender moment with my girlfriend. Our home is equipped with a Ring doorbell camera, and yesterday it captured a heartwarming scene. As my girlfriend approached our residence, she noticed a stray cat taking a nap right at the front entrance. For a brief moment, she hesitated before deciding to enter through the back door on the opposite side of the house. It was a lovely gesture to witness. Despite having tired feet from a long day at work, my girlfriend opted to take the longer route to avoid disturbing the sleeping cat. Her compassion and consideration for the little creature touched my heart, making me even more grateful for her kindness. Just found out my BF has HIV. Have been with him since January, having unprotected sex. Lately, he's been accusing me of cheating and giving him an STD. Found a bottle of Biktarvy yesterday in a differently labeled prescription bottle. Apparently he's also taking something F. I just discovered that my boyfriend is HIV positive. We've been together since January and have been engaging in unprotected sex. Lately, he's been accusing me of infidelity and giving him an infectious disease. Yesterday, I stumbled upon a bottle of Biktarvy medication hidden in a differently labeled prescription container. It turned out he's also taking medication for OCD, PTSD. He finally confessed to me. His mother knew about his condition but assumed I had been informed. He claims he's undetectable and cured, although I'm not convinced. I reside in Colorado, where financial constraints have left me with no means to relocate. I'm currently employed and about to enter my second week of training, which poses significant challenges. My circumstances have left me uncertain about the best course of action. I had a miscarriage today and I just need to tell someone. I'm 17 and today I had a miscarriage. I don't even know why I'm making this post, but I just feel like someone else should know this since I'm not going to tell my parents. I don't want to disappoint them. I'm struggling to find the words to express my emotions. As a 17-year-old, I've experienced a miscarriage today, and I'm not sure why I'm sharing this with anyone, but I feel a sense of release in doing so. I've decided not to confide in my parents about this, as I fear their disappointment. It's a weight I'm choosing to bear alone. In a twisted way, I'm somewhat relieved that the pregnancy has ended, but the mixture of emotions within me is overwhelming, sadness and guilt entwined. I'm not sure why I felt the need to share this with others, but perhaps it's a desperate cry for understanding. I'm left feeling vulnerable and exposed, but I'm grateful for the anonymity of this platform. Edit. I'm touched by the kindness and compassion that many of you have shown in response to my post. It's heartening to know that I'm not alone in this experience, and your words have brought me comfort and tears of gratitude. Thank you. I painted my son's nails today. My son is 4. He saw the nail polish that his aunt had on and wanted to have some because it looked pretty. My own father wouldn't abide by me doing anything that was gay or feminine. If I was anything besides super masculine, I got a beating. Today, I gave my 4-year-old son a vibrant new look, courtesy of some nail polish I picked up on my way home from work. My son had been captivated by the colorful nail polish his aunt had in her possession, and his curiosity got the better of him. Growing up, my own relationship with femininity and masculinity was complicated. My father had certain expectations of me, and deviating from those standards came with consequences. I was discouraged from wearing certain colors and engaging in activities deemed unmanly, like dancing or baking. As I stood in front of my son, carefully applying the nail polish to his tiny fingers and toes, I couldn't help but think about the boy I once was and the choices I made. I'm still grappling with the emotions that arise when I challenge traditional norms and explore new expressions of myself.